as I promised in my last video, in this video I want to take you beyond the basic WordPress, which you're seeing in front of you now, and I want to introduce the Headway theme. And I think you'll see, as I show you a few basic things, I think you'll understand why I've become such a fan of the Headway theme and how easy it is to customize your website by yourself by using this theme. The first thing we're going to do is you're going to purchase and download your Headway theme and install it to your WordPress area, and I showed you how to do that in the last one, or I talked about it. It's really easy. So you'll have it sitting here and you're just going to want to activate it. And once it's activated, it'll show up as your current theme, and if we go back to our page and we refresh, you're going to see the difference. You're going to see there it is. There's that same, it's the same content, only now it's on the Headway theme. So we're ready. We're already ready to start customizing our website. And the first thing that most people think about is a customized header. Now, if you've got a header customized for you, or if you've got logos or whatever and have it all ready, you're going to enter the visual editor. So we enter the visual editor. The visual editor loads, and this is what the visual editor, looks like. And you're going to see there's a spot that's designated for design, for leafs, which these are your leafs. This is your content leaf, and this is a sidebar leaf. As you can see, when you mouse over them, some controls come up with those, but we're not going to touch on those today. We're really touching on a little bit of customization today. And underneath this site configuration leaf, when you open it, you'll see there's a place for your header, your footer, and your site dimensions. We're going to leave the site dimensions the way they are. Underneath header options, when I open this up, it'll show me header elements. And the first thing I want to do is I want to shut off this tagline, because when I upload my image, I don't want that tagline showing underneath the image. So I'm just going to click that and look at that. It immediately disappears here. Then if we go back up here to header image, upload header image, upload, and it's taking me to where I can grab my header image right there. And it's all uploaded. I can hit that X, and when I hit save, you can see when I hit save, there it is. And as you can see, just adding a custom header really changes the look of the site a great deal. But there's more that we can do with the editor here. Another thing that makes it pretty cool is this enable header rearranging. So once I hit that, I can actually move my navigation up above my header. So now we've got it sitting up there. Now what if we want to color coordinate? And most people want to, or change their colors. That's just as easy as adding the header. We're going to go to the design area. And the first thing that we're going to want to change here is our body, which is the outside area. And if I like to close this one because it gives me a little more room. And if we go down, we can see that this gives us, it's white, that all of those F's are white. And I think I'd kind of like to have the body of this be a deep purple color, as it would really match. And if we go over here, we can actually see what that looks like. And I definitely think I want that. And you know what? I also want to pull that color into this part of my navigation bar. So I'm going to copy this color so that I can get the exact same one in my navigation area. So I can paste that. And there it is. We've got the exact same one there. Well, what's this? Well, this is a border, and that's our wrapper border. So if we want to minimize that, take it out altogether. Here's our border, and if we do this, it makes it disappear altogether. So now what I really like about that is it just kind of all blends right in together here, which is kind of a cool look because it kind of looks like a file folder with just, you know, your little tabs sticking up over there, and I really kind of like that. Well, what about this part? This is also very white, so we can change that too. Let's go to the header section. And because I've used what's called a transparent PNG image file for my header, I can actually change the color behind my images. So let's go with a little bit lighter purple. We won't go with something quite so dark. I kind of like that. That's real soft, real light. And let's copy this, because let's pull this over into these little tabs. So if we go back to navigation and we go to navigation item and the background, and we're just going to paste that in there. And now that flows right into our header section. And we always want to remember to save. And as you can see, in just that short period of time, I've got a completely unique look. Definitely customized. The colors are customized. The header is customized. Where my navigation appears has been customized. I can even take it a step further with the navigation. And we'll pull this open again. One more item before I end this particular video. But if we go under header options, and down here we have the navigation position, and let's just pop that over to the right. And as simple as that, we've moved it over to the other side. But I kind of liked it back on the left, so I'm just going to pop it back on the left. We can close the visual editor, and I don't think I made any changes that I needed to save. And there you have it. There we've got custom colors, custom header, and we've moved our navigation so that it's where we want it to be. Doesn't quite look quite the same as everybody else's. It kind of looks like the little tabs on a file folder. That's all I'm going to show you for today, but see how quickly you could make, you know, that base WordPress look into something totally unique for your own business website. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can customize even more by using the widgets and the widgetized sidebars, how to take a sidebar and make it into a widgetized footer. But as I showed you with changing the background colors, and each element has those same design options so that you can change the color behind your sidebar, you can change your color behind your content, you can change the color behind the wrapper. All of those colors can be adjusted just as simply as I adjusted the header and the header navigation and background here. So it really is very, very simple. When Headway claims to be simple, it is simple. Really, now with the visual editor, it's really very straightforward and pretty much self-explanatory once you learn where things are. So I think after seeing this and after seeing the videos that are to come, you're going to agree with me that one of the easiest ways to make a business website is going to be with WordPress and the Headway theme.